Becoming better balanced as a leader will make you shine as a leader and help you to improve the performance and productivity of your staff. I'll talk about that in this video. Hello, I'm Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and personal performance in the workplace. The most effective leaders are able to adapt their style of leadership and their approach with people based on the situation and who they are managing or communicating with. There's a rainbow of strengths and attributes in human beings. And in the study of types of people, we learn about the different qualities of the different types. In our approach to types of people that we teach in our leadership and team program, we teach about 6 classic types of people. Now, I'm not going to teach you about types right here and now, but you could learn about that through the book Crazy Zoo, Know Thyself Made Easy by my former partner, Fritz Klaus. Fritz is no longer with us, but his book lives on. But you don't have to learn about types or read the book to grasp what I'm going to be explaining. And I'm going to give you an example. What I mean by becoming balanced is that when we're in situations where our strengths need to be complemented by the qualities of another type, we recall those qualities. We borrow the qualities of another type in order to be more effective in that situation. And I'll give you an example. My type is motivated by action. So when I coach and I train people, I'm really focused on helping them solve their problems or take action on a goal. That's what I'm really good at. But often I may forget about the human side because you need to have a balance of both. A good manager, a good leader needs to balance the practical side with the human side. And so my partner in life is someone who has as a quality and a strength the ability to really understand and show compassion for people. And I've come to really admire those qualities in her. And it really gives us a good balance where I'm more action-oriented and she's more people compassionate-oriented. Now, she's also a psychologist, so it really serves her well in building trust and relationship with the people that she's working with. So when I go into a coaching situation now, I try and recall her. I get a vision of her in my mind and I think of her qualities and I try and bring that forth in me because, of course, we all possess all the qualities of a human being that exist, except some qualities are more forthcoming, more dominant in us. And that's what I mean by types of people, is that our type is more dominated by certain motivations, certain qualities. And I think we can all relate to that. So I try and recall that in a situation where I need to show a more human side. And of course, probably in every interaction with people, we need to have a balance of both. Another example is Fritz Klaus, who was my former partner, but also a mentor to me. And he was what we call the planner type. And his quality or attributes was planning, as the name implies, strategizing, understanding the truth behind things. So he would have the patience to explore topics, to study, to research, in order to incorporate that into his plans and strategies. Now, I tend to be more action-oriented, so I kind of like to jump into things, and that's not always good. And so if I'm planning some big project or goal, it's important to take the time to fully do some research and to strategize. Maybe not to the length that Fritz would do, but I would think of him in those situations and think, well, how would Fritz approach it? What do I need to do to be more like a planner in this situation? So my suggestion to you is to look around you, look at the people who you work with, who you coach, who are important to you in your life. Look at their qualities. What is dominant in them? What do you admire? And sometimes it's hard because we look at others and we see that they're maybe opposite to us, and that could annoy us. Somebody who's very action-oriented looks at someone who's much more patient and considerate and may see that as a weakness. But try and flip it to see the strength of that person and how that could be useful in different situations, and begin to admire it. And then think about when you could use those attributes, those qualities in different situations that you're faced with as a leader, as a colleague, as a team member. And try and bring that forth, try and borrow that quality to use in all those different types of situations. And that's what I mean about becoming better balanced as a leader. And I think that will help you to adapt your style to the person and the situation, make you more flexible, and make you more effective. As I was editing this video, I realized that what I'm saying sounds very simple, but in fact, it's not that simple. It is quite difficult to be balanced all the time, perhaps even impossible. And that's because our tendencies related to our type are so powerful. They have such a hold on us, and at times we're just unconscious of how we behave, and it's hard to actually put ourselves in the shoes of the other person. And perhaps some types have greater ease in doing that, but I know for myself it is quite a challenge. And it's a long journey. It's a continuous journey, and that's what self-growth and self-development is. It's commitment to that becoming balanced both as a leader and a person. So I just want to say that it is challenging, but it's worth the effort. Let me know your thoughts about this. Thank you for listening. Check out some of the other videos that you see on screen right now. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the blog article to go with this video on our website and other articles as well. And we'll talk again soon.